Welcome back to the channel, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Today we are looking at two powerful coins from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia that many people do not realize can be worth far more than their face value. These coins are the 100 Riyal Wahid coin from 1400 without any mint mark, the 1/2 Riyal coin from 1428 also without a mint mark. Let's get started. First up, the year 1400. AH corresponding roughly to 1980 CE was an important era in Saudi history as the kingdom expanded economically, invested heavily in infrastructure and strengthened its global identity. The 100 Riyal Wahid coin from this year embodies the pride and authority of the Saudi state. Its design focuses on large, beautifully styled Arabic inscriptions that celebrate Islamic unity, national heritage and the authority of the ruling monarchy. Unlike Western-style coins featuring portrait, Saudi commemorative coins emphasize meaningful script, spiritual messages and cultural authenticity. This gives the 1400 AH Wahid coin an unmistakable personality and historical relevance. On the reverse side, collectors typically find inscriptions describing the denomination 100 Riyals in bold Arabic numerals surrounded by Quranic phrases or national mottos depending on the specific variety. The reverse layout of the 1400 Wahid coin is admired for its geometric precision and striking symmetry, which even worn fine condition examples retain the meticulous engraving work. Shows the craftsmanship of minting technology used by Saudi Arabia during the late 20th century. The smooth, broad fields and raised scripts create natural contrast, giving the coin a majestic presence, whether displayed in a collection box, album, or presentation frame. One of the most interesting facts about the 100 Riyal Wahid 1400 coin is that it was struck without a mint mark, which often surprises new collectors who expect symbols or letters like those found on U.su.k or Canadian coins. Saudi Arabia traditionally does not use mint marks because most commemorative coins are produced through a centralized minting process instead of mint marks. Saudi coins emphasize design consistency, silver purity, weight, accuracy, and inscription quality. This means collectors study strike characteristics, calligraphy, depth, and surface quality instead of searching for mint location varieties, adding a unique dimension to numismatic exploration. In fine condition, the value of the 100 Riyal Wahid 1400 AH coin ranges between $20 and $40 depending on the exact silver composition, level of wear on the raised calligraphy, rim quality and visibility of the decorative elements. Fine condition coins usually exhibit moderate flattening of the script, small contact marks and reduced luster, but still retain all major details clearly. Despite this, where fine condition examples remain desirable due to their silver bullion value, their large format, and their numismatic representation of Saudi Arabia's historical and cultural identity. Prices increase sharply for coins with minimal wear. This coin is one of the best examples for collectors practicing the mint details numismatic analysis method, which refers to studying up to 60 different microscopic and macroscopic elements of a coin: strike, metal, flow, die characteristics, surfaces, edges, fields, and inscriptions. The large diameter of the 100 Riyal Wahid coin makes these details easier to observe. Collectors examine areas such as rim thickness, die pressure, relief, height, milling, texture, calligraphy, sharpness, silver toning patterns, and planchet uniformity. The 1400 AH issue is particularly useful for training because the script and layout reveal even minor variations in striking quality. From a historical perspective, this coin represents an era when Saudi Arabia was reinforcing its national identity and strengthening its political stability amid rapid modernization. The 1400 AH Wahid coin serves not only as currency, but also as a symbol of cultural continuity and respect for Islamic Heritage, unlike modern mass-produced bullion rounds, these coins were minted with the intention of creating meaningful, elegant pieces that reflected the royal directives of the kingdom and the significance of the Islamic lunar calendar system. For collectors, this adds emotional and historical weight to the coin beyond its monetary value. The coin's silver purity and large size make it attractive to investors and bullion collectors as well, because it does not use a portrait and instead relies on symbolic inscriptions. The coin appeals to people who value Islamic design principles. Even coins in fine condition remain visually impressive because of their thickness, solid weight, and traditional artistic style. Many collectors enjoy comparing different 100 Riyal issues from various Hijri years, such as 1395, 1399, 1400, 1402, and 1409, noting subtle differences in edging, calligraphy, style, and strike sharpness. This coin also fits beautifully into themed collections based on world silver, Islamic calligraphy, or Middle Eastern commemoratives. For anyone building a serious long-term Saudi Arabian or Gulf region coin collection, the 100 Riyal Wahid 1400 coin is essential. It represents a blend of cultural depth, artistic expression, economic progress, and numismatic value. Many collectors store these coins in capsules to prevent silver tarnish, though natural toning can add beauty and character. Whether you admire it for its craftsmanship, its historical narrative, or its silver bullion content, this coin remains a centerpiece in world coin collecting. Fine condition examples, while worn, still offer significant educational and collectible value due to the visibility of all major design elements. Before we wrap up this long and detailed analysis, make sure you subscribe to the channel for more deep numismatic breakdowns, coin value research, mint detail grading guides, Middle Eastern coin history, and world silver commemoratives. By subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing, you support our mission to bring collectors the most educational. And hit the subscribe button, tap the notification bell, and join our growing community of collectors who appreciate knowledge, history, and rare coins from around the world. Next up, to understand this coin fully, we need some historical context. The date 1428 corresponds to roughly 2007 CE, and during this period Saudi Arabia was under the reign of King Abdullah bin Abdulaziz, 2005 to 2015. The coin is part of a modern series of half Riyal 50 halalas coins minted for circulation. According to numismatics, the composition of the 1428 half Riyal is copper nickel, giving it durability for everyday use. This composition reflects the practical purpose of the coin, not a precious metal commemorative, but a coin meant to circulate in wallets, tills, and markets. On the obverse front of the 1/2 Riyal 1428, you will typically see the Arabic inscriptions, along with the palm tree and crossed swords, a national emblem of Saudi Arabia. That classical emblem speaks to the heritage and identity of the kingdom. Meanwhile, the legend around the rim usually names King Abdullah and gives his title custodian of the two holy mosques, an important religious and political designation. For a coin in fine condition, you will often still be able to clearly read these inscriptions, though some of the finer details may be worn or flattened from circulation. On the reverse, the coin's denomination is clearly marked 50 halalas or 50 half Riyal, along with 1428 Hijri. The date and value inscriptions are central and bold, making them remain legible even if the coin is moderately circulated around the rim. You will often find a reeded edge, which helps with handling and adds a tactile element that collectors examine when assessing wear. In fine examples, you might notice the high points of the numerals and the 50 are slightly flattened, but the overall structure of the design stays very visible, and that's exactly what makes it collectible. One of the interesting things about this coin is that there is no mint mark, which might surprise new collectors. As noted by numismatics, This is typical for Saudi Arabia's modern circulation coins. Instead of mint marks, collectors focus on other details like strike quality, the sharpness of inscriptions, metal flow, edge, reading and wear, patterns to judge quality, and variation because there's no mint mark to differentiate production. Sources: every 1428 half riyal you find was produced under the same nominal design standard, which simplifies things in one way but demands a closer look in another. Now let's talk more deeply about what collectors call mint detail analysis. This is a technique where you examine a coin in terms of up to microscopic or macroscopic features: die polish lines, strike sharpness, rim symmetry, field blemishes, edge reading uniformity, planchet flaws, contact marks, micro scratches, and more. For the 1/2 Riyal 1428, some of these details include how crisp the 50 numeral is, whether the 50 halalas script shows wear or remains raised, how well the hijri date stands out, the uniformity of reeded edge ridges, and any small nicks or bag marks a fine condition. Coin will typically show many of the points moderately worn but still distinguishable, enough for a collector to evaluate its condition reliably. Why would a collector want a fine condition 1/2 Riyal 1428 instead of an uncirculated one? There are several reasons. First, these coins were made for circulation, so uncirculated examples are less common in casual hands. Second, a fine coin often tells a story. The wear suggests real use, and that gives it character. Third, cost: fine condition coins are far cheaper than high-grade ones, making them accessible for collectors building modern Saudi sets, Islamic datesets, or thematic collections focusing on Saudi Arabia. Lastly, many people simply enjoy collecting coins in everyday grade because those represent what people actually carried and uses. As for value, while the 1/2 Riyal 1428 coin is not rare, it remains collectible. The numismatics catalog suggests a fine example is about 20 cents on secondary markets because UNC coins are listed for roughly $3.50. It shows the gap in value from heavily circulated to uncirculated. The modest value means that these coins are relatively low risk for new collectors but still offer a tangible piece of Saudi monetary history. Because it's not made of precious metal, its value is driven by demand, scarcity of cleaner pieces, and sometimes condition. Looking ahead to the long-term collector appeal of this coin is steady. Saudi Arabia's modern coinage is increasingly popular among world coin collectors, especially those interested in Islamic date coins or Middle Eastern numismatics. As older coins from the reign of King Abdullah become harder to find in good condition, even moderately circulated pieces like these 1/2 Riyal coins could gain more interest. Also, the coins serve as an accessible way for new collectors to enter the Saudi series. They are low-cost, well-used, and historically relevant for someone building a set of Saudi coins by Hijri year. The 1428 1/2 Riyal is an essential and satisfying inclusion. Before we wrap up, if you enjoyed this in-depth look at the 1/2 Riyal 50 halalas 1428 AH coin, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss future deep dives into Saudi coins, Islamic numismatics, world coins, and modern currency history. Leave a comment below if you have this coin in your collection. Tell me what condition it's in, where you found it, and whether you want me to cover other Saudi coins or rare Middle Eastern issues. Your support helps me keep making long, detailed educational videos for collectors like you. Thanks for watching.